In more news, Russian bombardment killed at least 4 people and injured more than 5 over 24 hours in the frontline southern Ukrainian city of Kherson. On the other hand, Russian-installed officials in the eastern town of Horka said that Kyiv's shelling killed 1 person. And for the first time, Ukraine is celebrating Christmas on December 25th after the government changed the date from January 7th, when most Orthodox believers celebrate, as a snub to Russia. Now, Russian forces fired 71 shells at Kherson from Saturday to Sunday morning, and the regional governor said that Russians hit the city center, residential areas, medical and educational institutions, and critical infrastructure facilities. Zelensky condemned what he called brutal terrorist shelling, deliberately targeting life-sustaining civilian infrastructure and ordinary streets. The Ukrainian president said that repair teams would work around the clock to restore electricity and heat supply to the city after the strikes. Ukraine recaptured Kherson following several months of Russian occupation in November last year, and it is now a regular target for Moscow's forces based on the opposite bank of the Dnipro River, which became a natural front line as the conflict slowed to a war of attrition. Now, separately, Ukraine's Air Force on Sunday said that it had intercepted all but one of 15 drones launched by Russia overnight. Now, some 600 kilometers northeast of Kherson, in the town of Horka, in areas of Ukraine's Donetsk region under Russian control, a Russian-installed official said that Ukraine's shelling destroyed a shopping center and several other buildings. Now, the Russian-installed mayor of Horka said that Ukrainian attacks killed 1 woman and wounded 6 civilians, while Moscow and Kyiv deny targeting civilians. Both sides have carried out numerous strikes on each other's infrastructure that is critical to their militaries. Now, most Eastern Christian churches in the calendar, where Christmas falls on January 7th rather than the Georgian calendar used in everyday life and by the Western churches, Zelensky signed a law in July moving the celebration to December 25th, saying it allowed Ukrainians to abandon the Russian heritage of imposing Christmas celebrations on January 7th. Now, the change of date is part of hastened moves since the invasion to remove traces of the Russian and Soviet empires. And other measures include renaming streets and removing monuments. The Orthodox Church of Ukraine formally broke away from the Russian Orthodox Church over Moscow's annexation of Crimea in 2014 and its support for separatists in eastern Ukraine.